with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucks are underway. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Looking to throw. Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
2nd and 10. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch, and he is going to lose yardage here. A chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He may go. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown. Jordan Reed, 33 yards. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple.
70 Lions. Cougar 19. Warrior 70.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll try and pick and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
'70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Williams now on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready,
To throw on second down, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Williams. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here now a third down and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain of 38 there on third down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Myers now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
18 Cardinal. Go.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Panther 11.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Williams. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Trap 50. Warriors 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They try again with Lynch. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the Seahawks, it's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Get it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hurry, hurry. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun, Williams escaping the pressure right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On second down, Lynch. Now he's into the clear again, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Jackson's throw complete there to Rice. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Justin Matabike in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They go play action with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Williams. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Tries for Rice, intercepted. picked up by Champ Bailey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got room to roam. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jerry Rice, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Williams back to the air on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Jackson. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you.
And oh, we've seen it all now. It's a fake. And this is caught. And he is not going to get the first, but remember, it was only 1st down, so a bit of an odd play, and it results in 2nd down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Jerry Rice. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on one of will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. $15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.